This episode was sponsored by Best Buy. So kicking off the new year, maybe a bit earlier with one of my favorites, this is my 2025 daily EDC. Small stuff that actually fits in my day pack, fits on me. No oversized cameras, stuff that I generally use every single day. Like I mentioned, this is my daily pack that I've just kind of been using for a couple years now. This is the Grams 28 Sling. Specifically, it's the 154, and why I like Grams 28 stuff, it's super minimal. It's made out of this nice like premium leather. I find that leather wears so much better than canvas bags, than nylon. They last a lot longer. If it gets like any amount of dirt on it, which if you do rock it every day, you can literally just like wipe it off and it's nice and clean. It's got so many different pockets inside, a lot of different dividers, and this is in a nice like suede microfiber kind of cloth to keep everything protected. It's just great, and I actually made mine a little bit of a hack. As you can see, orange, as we go through accessories, is my favorite color, and I just attached a spare leather strap, which I had kicking around, which I think looks pretty cool. So next up, we'll start off with the actual tech. So thanks to Best Buy for sponsoring this. All the tech that you actually see here can be picked up at Best Buy itself. The first piece being earbuds. I feel like everyone listens to music. It's probably the thing that I do the most when I'm in transit, when I'm walking to places, just when I'm jamming out. So these are the Technics AZ80s. They're a pair of premium high-res wireless earbuds, and trust me, I get to test out so many over the years. These have been some of my favorites, not only for the fit, but for the overall sound quality. The fits in ear are really comfortable for me. They have different size tips that come in the box as well. Obviously, like I mentioned, these are active noise canceling. They've got 10mm drivers, and you can adjust the EQ within the app. But one thing that kind of really differentiates these from other earbuds I find is the audio quality when I'm taking calls. Obviously, running like my social media stuff, I'm on calls with brands all the time. I use these just for attending meetings or simply just like on a simple FaceTime call. They're actually on sale right now for the holidays. You can grab them. They're $100 off. You can grab them for $199, and you can grab them obviously from Best Buy, including all the tech we're about to check out as well. Okay, so camera-wise, huge contention here. So people always say like the best camera you have is the one that you actually use. If you're like actually carrying an EDC pack, like something that is on you all the time, the Sonys, even like the larger ones, like I have the Sony a7CR. We're filming right now on two Sony a7S3s. Those do not fit into a pocket. They don't fit into a pack. This is the ZV-1F. I like to say it's a small but mighty point and shoot camera. This surprisingly shoots in S-Log3, which is the super flat color profile that once again we're shooting at now. Usually that is found on cameras that are thousands of dollars. You can see that it's actually an option, but you know, one of the compromises, it is in 8-bit. Obviously this is a fixed lens that just has digital zoom, but if you want a camera for like social content, if you're getting into this space, if you want something small, compact, but still like works well, I'd honestly look towards this, and it still has, you know, multi-port connections like the cold shoe mount. It's got a microphone jack, and if you do use this for vlogging, it's got that 360-degree little flippable LCD screen, which you can always see what you're recording with. So next thing, storage, super important. Being a creative, you always have SD cards. Like these are usually my go-to. They're just the Lexar Gold cards. It's got 300 megabits of speed, so we use them to record in 4K. The fail rates are pretty much non-existent. I've never had any issues with them, which is great. They just fit into the camera, and those are pretty much good to go. Another big like Lexar thing that I use, this is the SL500 portable SSD. This has 4 terabytes of space. So once again, super thin. This can actually fit just into your pocket, in your day pack, whatever you have. So all the things that we take with not only the camera go onto here, but this is actually great if you're recording off of your phone and you need more space. That's a great segue into like my daily driver. This obviously is the latest iPhone, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's what I use. I'm mainly on iPhone because I edit in Final Cut on my Mac. Things like AirDrop, I'm really sucked into that Apple ecosystem. The new addition to this is that little camera control button. In the 4 months that I've used this phone, I would say rarely use it, maybe sometimes accidentally press it to zoom in, which I don't actually want. My recommendation, if you can save some money, just get the 15 Pro Max. You can probably snag them on a bit of a deal right now since they're older, they're on sale. But if you are someone that records in say ProRes and you don't even want a camera, once again, having one of these portable SSDs so you can just put all the files onto here. Since ProRes, the file sizes are massive, that's kind of my recommendation. So let me know if you are a just team smartphone person, or do you carry around a dedicated camera? And say Android wise, obviously I review all of them. The next big launch for me coming up in the new year will be the Samsung Galaxy S25. S25 Ultra. That'll be in Unpacked. I've got my flights booked for San Francisco, so stay posted. You'll see that coverage. It's the first big flagship of the year, and I'll be swapping out my iPhone for that when that's ready. So next, surprisingly, other than this little guy, that is all the tech. Like, even being in the tech space, I try to minimalize and really reduce the amount of tech that I carry. So a lot of techies will always say they are big into smartwatches. Like, I am still a bit of a traditionalist. Love myself an OG mechanical watch. So if I were to go with one, it would be the Speedmaster. So I've always got a soft spot for Omega. I've worked with them in the past. I think the Speedmaster Professional is the ultimate watch. You can get it in so many different variants. You can get it all the way up from precious metals, which this one is, the Golden Panda. Got this for my wedding. It means like the most to me. You can get it in some unique ones like the Silver Snoopy, which has one of the most unique case backs, I think, across all watch history. You can get it as the traditional, like, iconic standard one, the very first watch to make it to the moon. You can even get it super budget, the Swatch like times Omega collab, how it looks very similar. It's in that bio ceramic. So it kind of goes across every price budget. Chatting watches can be a complete separate video, but Omegas, they work, they're available. You don't have to deal with any of that BS waiting list sucking up to your AD like you see in like Rolex, AP. I can go on and on. The working man's watch. Just love Omega as a brand, and the fact that you can chat about them with like watch enthusiasts across any price point is super special to me. But a way to kind of still track my fitness just because I don't wear a smartwatch. So this is a cool little one. This is a smart little fitness ring. This is the new Galaxy ring. It does a lot of the same features as a traditional, say, smartwatch would be, but you can just wear this on your finger. Obviously there's no display, but you can get pretty key metrics like obviously steps. You can get heart rate, you can track your sleep. I will say it's not as accurate for sleep tracking, but it does a pretty decent job. Obviously you're not getting advanced readings like blood oxygen or like the ECG, like cardiogram, but I think if you want that compromise for like size and you're not a smartwatch person, I think this is like a great little alternative, and it's still a bit techy. Next off, wallet. You can see where the real orange addiction kicks in. This one, way too expensive. It's the Goyard little card flip wallet. This was honestly a bit more of a splurge, like a gift to myself. I picked this up for having just a great year last year, just made a lot of content, picked this up actually at the Galaxy Fold 5 launch when I was in Paris, and it's just way too overpriced for holding, my credit cards, my ID. A wallet, you can get one for like 10 bucks. So next is my fragrance. We're talking about like overpriced stuff. If you want to burn a lot of money, buy some Tom Ford stuff. This is Oud Wood. It's one of my new fragrances that I've actually been using. I actually really like the smell, despite how expensive it is. I'm lucky enough to partner with Harry Rosen. They're a men's luxury Canadian store, and they sent this over to me. I'm suckered in. I don't know if it's worth the money, but this is obviously too big to carry around with you. This little 10 mil travel size thing is actually really great for the amount of travel that I do. This is small enough to just obviously fit into a pocket, into the day pack. Smells great, and like I said, it's my new scent. Pair of shades, once again, I think a big necessity whenever I leave the house, keeping it within like the same fam. Once again, something that you can spend way too much money on. I think $80 to $100 is like the sweet spot for shades. You don't want to buy like dollar store or gas station shades. And as a little joke, I actually just use my Warby Parker sunglasses case. They're smaller. These are a brand that are definitely way cheaper, and you can see how these just kind of fit into here. Once again, small enough to fit into the day pack. And last but not least, like weirdly enough on the channel, like on social, people always ask about what hair gel that I use. American Crew, you can pick this up for like $12 a can. It is just my go-to, just literally apply just a little bit like on the finger every morning, like this much. Can't believe I'm doing this. Hair tutorial, smear it around, run it through the hair after a shower, and that is a hair tutorial. I have finally done one after 10 years being on social. And to prove everything, I'll stick everything into the pack. Like I said, it is an actual EDC. I almost forgot my keys. I'm currently driving a 911 GT3, but more excitingly, I am speccing out an Audi exclusive RS6 because you guys voted for it. So that's one of the exciting projects that I'm up to this year. So make sure you stay posted. And obviously for my hint of orange, I have a little orange Haribo keychain, which I think is pretty cool. And usually for my keys, I keep them in my back pocket. So that is keys, slot it in. Front pocket is usually wallet and phone. Camera usually goes in behind. Shades, headphones, cologne, SSD, and obviously the hair gel. That all zips up, and that is easily, we've got actually room to spare manageable for an everyday EDC. So I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Obviously, all the tech you can pick up at Best Buy, like I said. Everything else will be listed down below. Hope you guys are enjoying the new year. Sub if you already haven't. If this is the first video you're watching, welcome to the channel. Let's kick off 2025 strong, and I'll catch the rest of you in one of my next ones. Peace!